Hello and welcome to Methina for the final round of the Tasmanian Rally Series, the 2012 Southern Cross Television Mountain Stages Rally. A field of 9 TRS teams were greeted by a clear and sunny day to take on the 160 competitive kilometres that awaited them. As well as the 9 TRS teams, another 3 teams were eagerly awaiting the 125 competitive kilometres that awaited them in the Thomas Parker Rare Spares Club Rally, when they were to join the main field at Stage 4. But the big story coming into the day was that this round would decide the outright championship. Marcus Walkham started the day with a small points lead over Sam Kirkland, but if Sam was to win both heats for the day, it would be enough to secure the championship for the year. How are you feeling coming into this event?
Yeah, a little bit nervous, I guess. The championships come down to this event, so I guess, the pressure's on a bit to, not make any mistakes and just have a nice, clean run. So, so just a little bit nervous at this stage, yeah.
So we really have to win the first heat and the second heat to be able to win the championship. So we'll have to be, on the pace in the very first stage. Another driver to watch today is Stephen Turner in his Ford Falcon.
It's been a little while since we've seen you on the gravel in Tasmania. What have you been up to?
Like last time I've been in Tassie rallying was in May at the Styx Valley round. But up until then, I did an event in Northern Ireland in a new car that I've bought for the ARC next year. So that's where I've been hiding.
The field then headed to the roads, where on stage 1 a few drivers were taking their time getting used to the conditions. Thankfully, the only incidents in the morning stages were mechanical dramas. After a 4-year break from the TRS, we saw the return of Tim Ritchie in a WRX with Jason Milner in the navigator's seat. Sadly, during the first stage of the day, their WRX started suffering from overheating problems. This later led to engine failure on the 4th stage of the day, putting them out of the event. The other competitor to be struck down with mechanical dramas was the ever-spectacular Ben Sheldrick in his Holden Commodore, who had been running strong until the 4th stage of the day saw them out of the event early with clutch dramas. When we returned to service, we caught up with Marcus, who was complaining of a small fault with his Mitsubishi Evo. And the crew's all over the car behind us here. What's happening there?
We're not really sure. We just seem to think that the airflow's been restricted into the motor a bit, and we're a bit down on power. We're just changing filters and having a good look around and see if we can find out what the problem is. So, yeah.
Is it going to hurt you too much for the rest of the day?
Oh, look, we're just going to keep plugging away and see where we end up. Yeah, there's still a long way to go. So, that's all we can do.
How's it all looking so far?
It's looking pretty good. I think we've won the first heat. So basically we just got to try and do that in the second heat, and everything would be really good if that happens. Apart from a few car dramas with it overheating, hopefully that doesn't cause a problem in the second heat. So we're hoping for just a good clean run and try and repeat what we did this morning, and hopefully at the end of the day it works out all good for us.
By winning the first heat, Kirkland had drawn even with Walkham on points, so it would all be decided by the final heat of the day. Lunchtime service, how's it looking so far?
Pretty good. We've had lots of niggling problems this morning. Just I suppose it's lack of preparation. The car's been sitting in the shed for whatever it's been, and just heaps of silly things. The intercom stopped working on the last long stage, and only 5 kilometres in. So Adrian's done a good job of yelling at me, the whole way through, and he's absolutely knackered now. So he's having a good break. Just other silly things like the counterweight on the back of the gearbox come loose and it was knocking, just silly things like this, but all in all the car's going really well.
Despite his dramas, Turner was outright fastest on the second stage of the day, beating everyone by at least 2 seconds. Slightly behind Turner, the RX-7 and Darren Clark had managed to secure the two-wheel drive championship by completing the first heat of the day successfully. Darren, lunchtime service, how's it looking so far?
Fine, going okay. Rear tyres are struggling in the heat, which has called us out. But anyway, we're having fun and we're still running, so all's good.
The lunchtime service also saw a lot of activity around the Holden Gemini of Zach Chadwick. As the car had only been completed the night before the event, the service break gave the crew a chance to chase some niggling electrical issues. The team had been having a close battle with the Hyundai XL of Devon Cullis in the club rally until the Chadwick entry retired on stage 8 with axle failure. The first 4 stages of the afternoon heat were rerun stages from the morning where the field enjoyed a second chance at a variety of roads. The final stage of the day, stage 10, was now the only road left to run, and it would be a fitting place to decide the championship, being the longest stage of the day on roads crews had not yet seen. As the time stood, at the end of stage 9, Kirkland had a 12-second lead over Walkham and only needed to maintain this lead to win the day and the championship. We're at the finish line to talk to the teams at the end of the final stage. Marcus, final stage of the day, how was it?
Yeah, good mate. Yeah, we were 12 seconds down, so we had to go. See how we end up. Yeah. But we had a good run, anyway.
Kirkland waited eagerly at the finish line to find out how he had done.
That puts us about 6 seconds in the lead.
Woo!
The provisional time showed that Walkham had taken 6 seconds out of his lead, leaving him 6 seconds in front. This would be enough to secure the win in the rally and the championship.
So, Sam, final stage, how was it?
Yeah, really good. We just pushed flat out as fast as we could. We're probably maybe a bit quick in places, but we just had to sort of give it everything just to see how we could finish, because we had a small lead, so we just wanted to make sure that that couldn't get away and we could hopefully come out with it. So, yeah, we'll see how we go once we get the results.
We also caught up with Stephen Turner for his thoughts after the final stage of the day.
Oh, it was fantastic. Really good run up a hill, and then, on the way back down it was fast, so yeah, it was really good. Enjoyed that.
Once the results were finalised, it was made official. Sam Kirkland had won the event and the championship, with Marcus Walkham finishing second outright and second for the year, alongside Stephen Turner taking out third outright for the event. Thanks for watching and see you all next year.